In the quiet corners of our world, there lives a creature of myth and legend, often misunderstood and greatly feared, the brown recluse spider. You've probably heard the stories, the cautionary tales whispered about its potent bite. But today, we're going to step beyond the fear and uncover the truth about this elusive arachnid. What is it really like? Where does it live? And how much of its fearsome reputation is actually deserved? First, let's learn how to identify one. The brown recluse is, as its name suggests, brown, ranging from a light tan to a dark, almost chocolatey color. It's not a large spider, usually about the size of a US quarter, when its legs are spread out. The most famous feature is the violin-shaped marking on its cephalothorax, the part where the head and thorax are fused. The neck of this fiddle points towards the spider's abdomen. But this marking can be faint, so a more reliable feature is its eyes. Unlike most spiders that have 8 eyes, the brown recluse has only 6, arranged in 3 pairs, 1 pair in the front and 1 on each side. So, where would you find one? Their name gives us another clue. Recluse. These spiders are shy and non-aggressive. They prefer to stay hidden in dark, undisturbed places. In nature, you might find them under rocks, logs, or in woodpiles. Inside our homes, they seek out similar environments, cluttered closets, basements, attics, behind furniture, or inside cardboard boxes that haven't been touched in a while. They are native to the central and southern United States, from Nebraska down to Texas and east to Georgia. Despite reports, they are rarely found outside this established range. The brown recluse is a hunter, but it doesn't build a big, elaborate web to catch its prey like an orb weaver. Instead, it creates small, irregular, and often messy webs to use as a retreat. At night, it leaves its shelter to actively hunt for insects, both dead and alive. They are nocturnal predators, using the cover of darkness to find their meals. This is why most encounters with humans happen accidentally, often when a person unknowingly disturbs their hiding spot. Now, let's address the most significant concern, the bite. It's true that the venom of a brown recluse can be medically significant. It contains enzymes that can cause a condition called necrosis, which is the breakdown of tissue at the bite site. However, it's crucial to understand a few things. First, brown recluse spiders do not want to bite you. They are not aggressive and will only bite if they feel trapped and threatened. Like being pressed against your skin when you roll over in bed or put on a piece of clothing they were hiding in. Second, the majority of brown recluse bites are minor and heal on their own without any serious complications. A severe necrotic lesion, while a real possibility, is not the typical outcome. Many other conditions, like bacterial infections, can be misdiagnosed as a recluse bite. In fact, verified brown recluse bites are much rarer than people think. If you ever suspect you've been bitten, it's essential to stay calm and seek professional medical attention right away. If possible and safe, try to capture the spider for positive identification, as this will greatly help doctors with the correct treatment. To avoid encounters, the best strategy is prevention. Keep your living spaces clean and clutter-free. Shake out clothes, shoes, and bedding before use, especially if they've been stored for a while. Sealing cracks in your foundation and walls can also prevent them from getting inside. When working in sheds, garages, or woodpiles wear gloves and long sleeves. By understanding their habits, we can coexist with them safely. The brown recluse spider is a fascinating creature, perfectly adapted to its reclusive lifestyle. It's not the monster it's often made out to be, but a shy, retiring animal that plays its part in the ecosystem. By replacing fear with knowledge, we can appreciate this spider from a safe distance and better understand its true nature. Black widow spiders. The name alone can send shivers down your spine. They hold a notorious place in our imagination as frighteningly inconspicuous, highly venomous creatures that can kill a person with a single bite. But how much of this reputation is fact, and how much is fiction? Today, we delve into the world of one of North America's most infamous arachnids to uncover the truth. Let's address the most significant concern right away, the venom. Black widows are indeed the most venomous spiders in North America. Their venom is reported to be about 15 times stronger than that of a rattlesnake. The potent chemical responsible is a neurotoxin called alpha-latrotoxin. When this toxin enters the bloodstream, it overwhelms nerve cells, causing them to dump all their signaling chemicals at once. This results in immense pain, muscle aches, nausea, and in severe cases can make breathing difficult. The venom evolved to be incredibly effective at immobilizing or killing the spider's prey. However, the danger to humans is often blown out of proportion. When a black widow bites a person, the volume of neurotoxin injected is very small. While the bites can be painful and certainly require medical attention, they are very rarely fatal. In fact, the majority of bites result in only mild symptoms, and many victims don't even realize they've been bitten at first. Fatalities are exceedingly rare in healthy adults. So, how do you identify one? The classic image of a black widow is a glossy black spider with a prominent red hourglass shape on the underside of its abdomen. This is the mark of the female, who is the primary concern when it comes to bites. Females can reach about 1.5 inches long, including their leg span, making them larger than the males. There are actually 3 main species in North America known as black widows: the western black widow, the northern black widow, and the southern black widow. While their appearances are similar, there are slight variations. Young black widows, or spiderlings, are often orange and white, acquiring more black color as they mature. Where might you encounter one? Black widows prefer dry, dark, and cluttered spaces. They can be found lurking around homes and yards, often in woodpiles, clusters of dry leaves, under stones, or in undisturbed corners of garages and sheds. They are found worldwide, but in the United States they are most common in the southern and western states. The name widow comes from the belief that the female always consumes the male after mating, a phenomenon known as sexual cannibalism. While this does happen, it's not as common in the wild as the name suggests. In fact, the term black widow has become a cultural metaphor for a femme fatale, a seductress who lures men to their doom. But for the spider itself, it's more myth than reality. Another fascinating and rather grim behavior is sibling cannibalism. Research has shown that when black widow spiderlings hatch at different sizes, the largest among them will often consume their smaller siblings. It's a brutal start to life that ensures only the strongest survive. What about the males and spiderlings. Nearly all medically significant bites are inflicted by the adult females. Male widow spiders and the young are generally not a cause for concern. Some experts even say they don't bite at all, as their fangs are too small to effectively deliver venom to a human. And here's a strange but true fact. What if you accidentally swallowed a black widow? As long as it doesn't bite you on the way down, you'd likely be fine. The venom is a neurotoxin that must enter the bloodstream to be effective. The powerful hydrochloric acid in your stomach would neutralize the toxin during digestion. In conclusion, while the black spermidable venom has a fearsome reputation, it is not the aggressive, deadly monster it is often made out to be. These spiders play a role in their ecosystem, and bites are typically a last resort defensive measure. By understanding their habits and appearance, we can learn to coexist, appreciating them from a safe distance and separating the chilling facts from the even more chilling fiction.